Good morning. Today we're going to take a look at screwdriver bits, specifically Leatherman screwdriver bits. So these came out with the second generation Leatherman waves, and the problem that they're trying to solve was that they wanted to maximize the space available in the tool. So by flattening the bit, they're able to fit an extra tool, a can and bottle opener, in the space available here. And then with this bit driver, with this flattened bit driver, they're able to provide both a Phillips and a flathead, and of course any other bit that Leatherman may have. So it is proprietary to Leatherman, and it's a bit of a problem because only Leatherman was coming out with these bits, and of course they're a little bit expensive. As far as I know, Leatherman didn't have a patent for this one, but for some reason nobody ever came out with flat bits like this one until 2 years ago when Nextool came out with the flagship Captain, and a year later with the Nextool Pocket Tool E1. And these tools did have a flat bit driver and flat bits. So later, they also came out with standalone bit kits, and this is actually their second one, the Nextool Flat Extension Bit Kit AS2. Let's take a look inside. So no manual, but it does have a desiccant kit. And it has this nice plastic container, flat and compact. Not much bigger than the E1. And let's open it. So we have the bits here. Is there something missing? No. So we have the bits here, and what do we have here? I don't know if you can see this. There's a number 2 Phillips, a number 1 Phillips, 3 of that, and then a 1/4 flathead and a 3/16, 2 of that, a number 1 and 2 Phillips, along with a 3/16 flathead. So you have 2 of that, 3 of that, and finally a 1/8 flathead and a T15 Torx. The bits are held in place by magnets. So basically you press it down here and pick it up. And here's the bit. So it looks exactly like the Leatherman bits. There's a notch here. The older version didn't have a notch, so this one does, similar to the Leatherman bit. And that means that it locks better, unlike the older version, which is a little bit, it's still held in place, but it's a little bit looser compared to this one. And it should also lock better in the Skeletal's bit holder, which has this lock, and yeah, it's not going anywhere. So that's good. So let's take a look at the other bits. So the double-headed Phillips, and let's look at the magnet. Doesn't seem to be, it's a little bit too long. So this is the double-headed flathead. And then we have the number 1 and 2 and 3/16 flathead. So these are actually 3 bits in one, the same as the original Leatherman bit. And finally, we have this. So 1/8 flathead and T15. So as you can see, this is more of a replacement bit kit rather than a full set. And it actually brings us the solution to another problem. So the Skeletal, it's a really nice tool. I really like it. But my problem with it, and a lot of people have talked about this, is that the bits that came with it are actually double-sided, but they have the same head. So the same type of head rather. So this is a number 1 and a number 2, but they're both Phillips. And it does have flat heads, but it's stored on the handle. And again, they're both of the same type. So 1/4 and 3/16 flathead. So the problem is that when you're using the screwdriver, let's say you're using the Phillips, and then you encounter a flathead. So what you would do is you need to unlock this one and then fumble around for the flathead. And then, of course, you don't want to lose this. And then you have a flathead. So it's just way too many moves. So this is not a problem with the original Leatherman Wave because, of course, it has a 1 flathead bit and a Phillips head bit. And you can just flip it over and you have a different type. So with this bit kit, you now have a replacement bit for the Skeletal's original bits. And then you can now have a Phillips and then just flip it over. And then you have a flathead. And then for the spare, you can choose some other bit, like maybe, yeah, the Torx. So that's a lot more flexible, right? So with this tool and these bits, you have a Phillips, a flathead, a smaller flathead, and you even have a T15. So that's definitely making it more flexible. And that's it for the Nextool AS2 bit kit. Unlike the AS1, which is a complete set, this one is our replacement set. Both are well made and are definitely welcome options for setting up your EDC. If you like this video, please give it a like and maybe subscribe. As usual, thank you for watching and see you on the next one.